Good morning, everybody. I am Russ. This is Chris. There is no Steph. She just can't kick this cold, dude. I haven't kicked it. I'm not coughing. I don't feel bad. I've kicked it. I'm gonna be back. We start filming tomorrow morning. So she is.
I think I'm on my last day. Woke up yesterday morning. Didn't have a cough at all, but I felt like a ball sitting right here, taking my air. And then through the day, it loosened up. I coughed, but it's nothing like it was yesterday. And today, hopefully, it's last.
Well, it is Friday, and it's been one. They said the cough's the lingering thing. The cough is the lingering of the dingling, and but I think that
the who?
The lingling of the dingling.
Okay.
Now, yesterday,
that's scientific term.
Scientific terms. Yesterday, if you guys didn't watch, we let me scoot you back a little. I scooted him up, and it's my fault. I'm doing some working. We did a little deal where we had a guest appearance from Cowboy and Lucky. They showed up. They were at the bottom of the screen over here. And that was Chris's idea, and he came up with it, and we went out and shot it. And let me tell you, I thought it was cute. They do it on all the TV shows, so you'll be seeing that on our morning show every once in a while. You'll be seeing that on Living Room Wars. And we've got some other treats, man. Now, we got some other shows coming, so you never know who's going to pop up down here in that corner. So be ready for that.
And we'll probably do some other ones.
Yeah,
Change it up. It didn't take very much to do. I just put it on the morning show to see what it would look like.
It looked good.
It looked pretty damn good.
It did, man. All right. Here's the thing. Before we get into some of the topics, there's a show. It's on the History Channel. Stan Lee, it's kind of like your superhumans. You've seen what I'm talking about. The guy that can stay in the cold water, stays in the cold. I was sitting there editing yesterday, like I have been for the last couple of days. Me and Chris have been going back and forth. He's on one computer, I'm on the other. And I was editing, and it was all a list of numbers, And once I go in and I know what number, I see it in my head, it gets into all. Now, you made a comment about, putting this, and they'd probably make it even easier. But I know once I click what's on A, B, and C camera.
Right.
I remember that from, I do not know how that is, and I was just thinking the way that my mind works is the same way your mind works with numbers.
So that's your superpower?
That is my superpower, man. I have a good memory, but I think it's a selective memory, don't get me wrong, because I can't find my business card still. But for some reason...
Oh, don't worry. We ordered you a whole new case of
it's like I see the shot in my head. I know it's 2 weeks out. I've already shot that. That was 2 weeks ago that we shot that. And it's just like, I know where everything is. I know where... When I look at Robert's camera, I know where Rez and Gary's supposed to be. And I was talking about, you having the same thing with numbers, how you're able to see those numbers in your head. It's really weird that, people have these kind of abilities.
And I think everybody has one.
That's exactly right.
Whether it's being able to repeat what they just heard, speed read. I have a tough time reading and comprehending. I have to do it.
Right.
Just like when somebody introduces himself to me, I have to use that name back or I will not remember it.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Russ, how are you? If I use it back,
you remember it.
I'm a lot better. And I learned that from somebody. They said the first thing you got to do is use it back in a sentence. So
I don't know if I'm a good remember of names, but I'm a visual person. So I can go, I've seen that. I know where that person. We saw that person. Right. And I'm good with visuals. But yeah, I'm horrible with numbers. But yet, if you work out with me, I can tell you every 10, 5, 25, 35, 40, what they add up to like that.
But it's memorization.
That's exactly right. It's
not adding.
It's remembering what they are. Yeah.
And mine is, I can take just a simple addition, just 218 and 347, and I just see the answer. I don't have to answer it. I just see the answer. That's
how you do the tack when we go out to eat, the tip. If I pay for it, I just hand it to him, and he goes, "Man, how you add that up, dude?" We've talked about that before. I think that is a superpower.
Yeah.
You have opened up your mind. Gosh, it's like John Travolta in Phenomenon. Wasn't that the show?
Mm-hmm.
He used so much part of his brain. I just wonder how powerful our brain is.
Oh, what do they say we use of it? Like 2% or something?
And I think people like Chad.
I think I'm just going to make this cold go away right now.
Yeah. Chad and Stephanie, who both were with the Red Sea, they use like 100% less than we do.
Ain't no doubt.
That's for Chad.
Hey, you know what?
They do good work.
We are social media.
We are social media.
From the social to the media.
Correct.
And the social media.
And
we go out in the community. We go to restaurants. We go to places. We go to movies. We're out in the public.
Correct.
We produce media. Well, I did a lot of reading. I was producing a show today, which is the reason we're just rambling about stuff. But I read the story on Facebook and how they got their start. It was just a guy at Harvard. They came out with a movie about it. He's been offered $1 billion to sell it. He did not sell it. But why would you sell it when it's bringing in $1.28 billion a year in advertising? Now, MySpace, a couple of years ago, was bringing in $400 million a year.
Didn't Tom sell that for $500 million? Is that not we heard?
No, he sold it for $1.3 billion or something like that.
There you go.
He sold it for $1.3 billion. I think it was $1.3 billion, and now it's down to $300 million a year because of the Facebook.
Yeah.
Then I watched Twitter, and Twitter was just an application to where, bam, here's where I am.
Right.
And it, along with Facebook, has allowed you to just go, bam, I'm headed up to
store.
I'm headed up to the Salty Dog.
Yep, Salty Dog.
All your friends can show up. Businesses are using it. People are using it. President uses it. People in the cabinet use it while they're in there and they're talking about,
what's going on.
You don't have to leave the house. No. We do a Red Sea question of the day.
Do our Twitter.
Yeah. I know what all of my friends are doing.
Yeah.
I know what people I don't even know are doing. But if it's something that catches my eye, I reply sometime.
Or you forward it.
So, we have over 1,000 fans on the Cowboy and Lucky.
Right.
I have 1,500 fans. You have 1,500 fans. Stephanie's
almost 1,000.
Almost 1,000. And the list goes on and on. It is amazing where this is going.
Well, it seems like the smaller cities, the smaller towns. Waco's a small town. We're in a small town. Smaller communities are so used to, hey, Chris, how you been, man? And if I don't see you in a couple days, it's no big deal. But in Dallas, the hustle and bustle, where it hits that big city, it's like music. Music gets to the big cities first and trickles down here. But man, the social media is it took a little bit to get here, but now it's taken off. The news uses it, and it's funny when we go, this, we have said it 100 times, is a walking TV. It's a walking billboard. It's a walking newspaper. It is a commercial ad that you carry with you. I mean, we send stuff out on this, whether it's a commercial, whether it's a question, whether it's a quick, I can send out the trailer to Cowboy and Lucky to 3,000 people, and they send it off, So Oh.
Now, what makes us different than those guys, or we're not that much different than those guys, is we have combined